Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we are playing DDLC. So I'm just going to set the music at the sound volume. Put it down a bit so I can actually hear myself. Okay. So I played a little bit on Tuesday, but I didn't get really far. So last time we left off, I was showing I think it was my third poem to everyone. So we're just going to do that. We'll go to Natsuki first. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me and back at the poem. By now she must have read it more than once. I can't. I'm doing a voice. We have to do a voice. Erg. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's very good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way round. You're trying to impress me. Obviously. You think I'll let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Natsuki's face freezes like she just realised something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom! Her face, Natsuki quickly walks out the room. Hey, There's a Texas accent for Monica. Yeah, friends, did you do something to Natsuki? I just hear her shout like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No, I just told her that my voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monica that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monica sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Fres? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monica's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monica's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monica? Oh, did you read this, Monica? Of course. I liked it. Ugh. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. But Fres wrote this poem. We're supposed to share with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Fres is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone will want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this, if you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. Natsuki, I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't got to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Fres is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's gonna like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favourite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off with that spider lovers, and I'm going to tell everyone. With this poem, every time I see it, I always think it's like a jab at maybe Monica or Yuri. Because Amy has a lot of friends. Apparently Monica's very popular. But then it's gross, she's gross, the world is better off without spy lovers. That feels like kind of like a Yuri jab. But anyway, I'm just probably thinking too much into it. But that's what I think. Not bad, right? Oh. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with which simple analogy. I can never say that word. Analogies. And it helps people realise how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course! It's about how everyone thinks my... Oh, my... father? Was she talking maybe... Was she jabbing at her father a bit in the poem as well? That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Sometimes, like, you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotion is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that! Alright, good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay, we're just going to go to Monica next. She's already read it, so... How you getting, Frizz? That was kind of silly with Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad the two of you have been getting along so well. That's one way of putting it. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. Well, that's easy. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. I'm glad I don't have to show my poem again. See me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on the turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza across an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Right, Monica, you just wasted like loads and loads of paper at the end there. Also, load me. What does that mean? Do I have to go in my files to the character games and load it? Hang on, I'll show you what I mean. Look here, you can go on the characters. And it gives you all the characters. Should I click on it, see what it does? I kinda want to. Hey Sky. Sky's an expert at DDLC. You know Monica's poem when it says load me at the end? Do I have to click on Monica's file? Character file?
I don't know, because I haven't played the game in a while or even looked at the theories, but like, you can go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna try it and see what it does.
Or you can search it.
Sure. Oh, it won't let me. Okay. Doesn't matter then. That's weird. Load me. Also, the way she, like, wrote the poem was, like, the way she, like, put all the sentences. They were in, like, different directions. I think that was kind of cool. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of the thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I get like playing on my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines with the short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be an abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even about writing? No, it's about the game. So she knows we're playing a game. She knows all about it. Now I see, like, the ending kind of makes sense, because I have seen gameplay, like, BG Mike and Markiplier play this, Game Grumps and stuff, so I know what happens, but I kind of just want to experience it for myself, see if I can dishevel anything else from it, because Markiplier and BG Mike don't always show the full gameplay. While I'm doing the full gameplay, like, they copy stuff out. I haven't got the editing abilities to do that, so I'm not doing that. I'm just going straight for it and experiencing everything in this game. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today anyway. Thanks for listening. Okay, I'm gonna go to Yuri next. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Press. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Good for me, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire far right. And why do I feel like she would talk like that? Look at her eyebrows. Her eyes are already dodgy. I hate her eyes. This is something, like, already weird about them. I know you're new to this, so don't worry too much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. Don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this a poem you wrote for today? Your nods tumbling hands on your poem. Okay. The raccoon. I cannot read her writing. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I think that says unordinary. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my huge curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps it's merely projecting my emotions with onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You can see that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me his excitement. A rush of blood, classic pulling conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. Right, I know what this is about. This is a clear example, not of metaphors like she was talking about, but more of her cutting herself. That you'll see later on in the game. So spoiler alert. But yeah. Anyway. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a little more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. It's about... Well, you'll see soon enough. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Oh my god, come on. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh! That's funny, is it? Didn't that Suki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest. She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? But since Hillary said that, don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, Sayori. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Brez! I love it! Especially after yesterday's poem. You two want to listen to Sayori. No, but really! I want to put this on my wall! Can I? Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not good brother at all. I also have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez, I'm sure Yori's opinion is to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even not Suki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a first poem! And that makes it feel extra special, like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. So that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Were you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always like thinking about other people. I think if I have to write another poem, I am going to do it for Sayori. I think. Instead of Natsuki this time. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? But it's sweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud on your head and sad poem can hug the rain cloud, a little hug, it makes a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Fraz. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Okay, pause. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Why is it so funny? I pop off my scalp like that. Like the lid of a cookie jar is a secret place where I keep all my dreams, little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach this out with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to worry, so I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle has... Where was I? Alright, well, the collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle of starlights make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes bottle save the day. I'm not reading this. Holy crap, Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did! Did I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I could see that. Someone's kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. Thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Oh, it's like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's had a habit of always getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, Monica. Okay, everyone! Random cowboy. Well, she just came up with that sentence. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not that we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. There's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah's been working on posters and ads, signs and pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah! We're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we'll also get to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sierra is putting it all on posters in case anyone was to prepare ahead of time. Sierra has been calling and posting a whole sort of us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't want to stop putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think this is better than an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to perform in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imaginary Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sierra, I understand where they're coming from. Remember the Natsuki and Yuri? I've never shared their poems with them until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons and having fun. That's right. And it's those words that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if you don't, and if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting the poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sierra looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. Don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sierra and Monica have been really trying to get hot. Really trying to get hot? Is that what you just said? Sierra and Monica really. I've been trying really hard to get new members. What I was trying to say. Oh no. Oh no. Anyway. Scar, your expression. That was perfect. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. Guess I'll just have to get over with. Alright! Phew! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. So, I guess I don't really have a choice. Ahaha! That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously gonna be there for me. Oh gosh! You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! I'm getting too into this. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite a poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I started off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. Where is the podium? Why is there a podium in a classroom? Fair enough. The title of the poem is The Word They Fly. Ahem! Monica begins reciting the poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Yuri looked amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. 4 of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. We're ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It is called After Mirage of a Crimson Eye. After Mirage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes when she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllable of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns of a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri steps back into reality and glances around her as if she'd bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we don't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off so guard. For fuck's sake. But we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Let's say Yuri is down for the count. Okay, guess I'm next then. So Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow! Sorry I giggled. Sorry. It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like a reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror in your own head. See how pointless it become the best that way. I see. Okay then. So it begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice is made of a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she liked my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes when we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori! Even Press liked it! I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems won't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours with that sort of gentle delivery won't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Humph. Don't make me go before Fraz. It's not like I compared to you guys anyway. I just want to let Fraz know what everyone's standards are there before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I'm much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities, more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... What? Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Humph. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her set altitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The world feels like the world feels like it bounces. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if given life to the poem. I don't think I can read today, you guys. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I could put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'll be the other way around for me. Well, it sure is, so, well, I guess in that case, I don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It may be hard, but I hope they all have an idea of what it is like now. Because make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I get what Natsuki was saying actually. Like, when I used to do singing on stage, I would hate singing in front of people I knew at that theatre group. But when I'm on the stage in front of people I don't know, I feel like I can do it better. Like I don't feel scared to do it because it's like, you know, they can think what they want. But if my friends are listening to me, I feel kind of like embarrassed because like I'm scared of what my friends would think. So I get what she's saying. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time we'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poetry to recite instead. That's fine too, it doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that we're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Alright, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try our poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far. I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish playing tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright, let's stand up. There's no way I'll be able to finish. I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Siri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. So I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Siri? Oh, I did that in Siri's voice. Ready to go, Siri? Yep! Imagine her just talking to herself. Ready to go, Siri? Yep! Look at you two! Always going home together like that! It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be really nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, friends. I don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I will come with Siri once more. What is that in the road? What is this? Why is this just a random hole in the sidewalk? Sky. There's a hole in the sidewalk. Why is there a hole?
Because nature deteriorates on green.
Yeah, it doesn't make a perfectly hole like that. It looks so big as well. Like, I bet if Siri like jumps into it, she'll just disappear down the hole. Any of the girls could jump into that and they'll just disappear. Maybe that's why it's there. Monica's just like, yeah, I'm gonna plant this fucking big ass hole in the street. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Siri's a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Siri. Sorry, I was spacing out. Oh, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Siri fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot right here. I still won't come with Yuri because I don't like Yuri. Yuri, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I'll just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Brez. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sierra to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay, I do want to impress Siri this time. But I don't know what her kind of style is like.
It's not like it's kind of on the phone, just like to talk to you. And just spin around a bit. There you go, back to the Hello.
Anyway, back to DDLC. I am gonna turn the sound volume off a bit. That's better. don't know what I'm doing. Go back to main menu. Loads game. There, I was there. Right, so I do want to impress this girl. Sayori. So, what would Sayori be like? I still don't know it. I can't pick any of these words, because these all relate to her. Oh, I could have picked Natsuki though. I want to pick Natsuki. What is something... Right, she likes something bittersweet. That would definitely go for her though. No, I don't want to do it. I want to impress her. Mouse? Stop picking Natsuki! Passion? There we go. Passion was one of hers. Comfort? Yes, okay. Jumpy? No, not you! Not you! Pout. No! Parfait? No, that's definitely her. Parfait girls. Waterfall? Stop! Desire? No, that's definitely Yuri. I know that one. Existence? Fucking Yuri. That's what it is. Essence? Determination. Suicide. Disown. Summer. Infinite disarray. Games? No. Sensation? Ah! Stop having the Yuri! Play, clouds, climax, sunny, misfortune, lucky, defeat, colour, prayer, scars. No, I'm gonna go with any of these, am I? Lucky? Yay! Misery, alone, fester, melancholy, family, hops, shiny, kiss, papa, empty. I'm gonna go with papa, because that's definitely gonna be a kiss, shiny, all these, they don't, family? Yes, I got it right. Dark, graveyard, broken part, extraordinary, exploited, intellectual, dazzle, spark of imagination, extraordinary? Yeah! Okay. Fantasy, lust, variance, excitement, marriage, wrath, twirl, heart, kitty, treasure. Marriage? Yeah, I'm getting it right! Okay. Contamination, sing, feckle, sugar, adventure, judgment, pain, sweet, awesome, flying. Adventure? I'm getting these right! I'm buzzing! Yeah, okay. Philosophy, tragedy, uncontrollable memories, anxiety, fireworks, vitality, doki doki, vivid, frightening. I feel like memories? Yes, I'm getting this right. Okay, analysis, promise, atone, daydream, time, swimsuit. Okay. Pleasure, whirlwind, cheer, socks. Socks, we'll go with socks. Pure death, unstable, question, aura, poof, ribbon, starscape, agonizing, hopeless. Question? Okay, fine. Wonderful shopping, horror, heartbeat, tears, sunset, laugh, raindrops, forgive, fluffy. Forgive? Yeah! Okay, shame together, sick together. Yes, I already knew that. Oh man! Yeah, my last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Are you pressing piano again? Yeah! You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that club over here feels like bullying you, and I'm super happy that you're willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Were you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. Talk about our part of the festival. It's a whole day of school where we could get plain and eat all kinds of delicious food. Sounded like cereal all of a sudden. Monica, do we usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I'm not saying I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people? Because it's writing your name. Monica. Monica? Mon-Ika. Monica. Monica. I don't get it. I still don't get it. Is this a Japanese phrasing thing? Or maybe I just don't get it. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke means no sense of translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reaction's not as fun as Yuri's as Yuri's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Yuri anyway? Oh, there you are. Siri is sitting at a desk in the corner and looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey Siri. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry, don't mind me. You can talk to everyone else, huh? Is everything alright? Oh, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Siri shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I really glanced at Siri before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's known anything about Siri recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Frez? What's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything about Siri recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I know something about her. Monica paced across the room at Siri, who is idly dragging a robot and razor open down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Frez. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's fun to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I tried talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing up the person of interest. What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe that thing in her mind is you, Frez. Me? How on earth did you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Siri talks about you more than anything else, you know. Yeah? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way! Siri is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's only different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Frez. Have you ever thought that maybe I've always been so cheerful because it's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to a conclusion, so you should just forget about what I said. I tried to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. I don't want you to talk to her. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of her head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Siri is sitting. I watch her kneel down to Siri and gently talk to her. I don't want her to talk to her because I know the thing. I know what's going to happen. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear it from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Siri told me not to worry about her, to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. No, you're not. Go see what's going on, please. If I literally had control of MC, I would I'll walk him down there. I'd be like, you know what? Nah. I just don't want to talk to her. There's something good to do besides wait for Monica. Hey you! I've got to see that Suki next to me. I just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing. There's not much time, so sorry, I don't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like that I'm worried. I was just... Suki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. Something's bothering you. You can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming that I talked about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Now, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh! Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah? Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then You would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly! If she needs to worry about her, they'd be a lot more obvious. Yeah, I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki feels with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not! Jesus, we're fine, then let's hurry up and get started already! Yeah. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands, then quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give my people? She's a queen now. I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. You can get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So, you tell me everything you thought, right? Oh, look at her happy face. I do love Natsuki. But I've never seen her death. I've always seen Yori's. I know what she does. I know she snaps her neck. But, like, I've never actually seen it. Like, I think Markiplier did the Yori death. I want to experience Natsuki's. Where this volume leave off again? I forgot. Ah, the chapter ended when Minora and Alice found... Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Eh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up at the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in the closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's not so bad, it's hard to add to blah. It's all still there, I just have to organise it a bit. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room in these shelves, and besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste it on the top shelf? Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there. Why doesn't Frez just reach up and get them for her? I'm confused. To be fair though, probably Natsuki will be like, don't touch my manga, bitch! In the closet there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want... Oh, there we go. If you want, I can reach up and hand them to you. I can get them myself! Yeah, I thought she would be like that. Natsuki grabs the sword from the wall and unfolds it. You ever get too short or something? I mean, I knew it! Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing! Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool will be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki's being stunned as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Gah! The box only tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Lizzie ballads. Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she is able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. But there! Having almost fell, Natsuki's a bit shaken up. Jeez, you need to prove yourself to me. There's no way we're to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it! No want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on! So Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see, the classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki tries over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls up Miss Wheels back over to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls, but I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Natsuki climbs onto the chair and slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refused my help, I take a seat on my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Aha! There we go! So you can easily do it now! Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you just hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Oh my god, are we really going in? I forced myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realises I'll be dead. Hup! Natsuki wraps her arms around the parfait girl's box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy, hey Frez? I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. Then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine, just for a second. Hurry up! Alright. I'll just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why am I back? Natsuki looks like she just realised something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not, I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You pad! You set me up! Go away! Get out! I'm doing myself! The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki, Kya! Scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you! Crash. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Slowly Natsuki comes to her senses. She puts her arms straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realise that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gross! Gah! A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking, you sicko? Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica! See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Yeah, she is. Jeez. Sorry. Oh, one more thing. This isn't your most recent club member. It's a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that to me quietly. Let's take him off the hook. Oh no, I look down. Natsuki's kneeling on the floor holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. I still landed on that page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to see how she just lowers her head. Stop. Natsuki, you... No! Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears in her face. I help get the crease out, okay? It's brushed in my fault zone. Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No. I don't even care that much. I just had a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything I want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just... every day. It's so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright, well, I'll help clean this up. I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This will help cheer you up a bit, right? You can get started on this once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I was treating you like a friend, you know. Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in the correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It's not long before we're done, and I hoist the box into the shelf and Natsuki wants to put it. Then I got on the stool and quickly finished moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I'll hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki has hung the volume set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'll make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. Did the thing about cheering me up, if you insist. Okay. We sit in the same spot as last time I opened up the second volume. Natsuki's been quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki's good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to show poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep! Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. I'm starting to get into it, you know. Told you! Yeah. I turn to my seat and slip the book inside my bag. Okay. Okay. So I've saved it. So I think I'm pretty much done today, guys. So thank you for watching, and I just want to tell you what I'll be playing after DDLC. So we've got Little Nightmares here. I'm going to download Undertale and some more horror games like Cuphead and all them. So there's a lot of variety of games that we're doing, because this was actually a gaming channel before. Well, it was more of a FNAF singing and gaming channel before it turned into edits and stuff. So there'll be more games coming out soon. I might do a chapter of DDLC every week. I think every week. Let's do at least a gaming video every week for you. I mean, yeah, you know what? We'll do a gaming video every Friday. Every Friday night, a gaming video will be uploaded. So look out for that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!